Hi, I'm Brian Mosley, assisted by my wife, Kayla, here to teach you how to play Legends of the Colosseum. We're currently using a prototype version of the game, so please forgive any visual inaccuracies. This is a small skirmish, beginning with 250 gold coins each. My wife rolled a 1 and a 6 on the class chart, giving her a peasant and a veteran. I rolled a 2 and a 3, giving me a runner and an athlete. Each gladiator has the same cost despite their class, and all classes have comparable stats to one another. After purchasing our gladiators, we were each left with 70 gold coins to equip them. Because Kayla and I have decided to play a simple skirmish game, we will begin on opposite sides of the board from one another. However, there are many other scenarios in the rulebook to choose from, each with their own special rules and setup instructions. Together we agreed that my wife will go first. She begins by activating her gladiators one at a time. Every activation, a gladiator is permitted 2 actions, movement and combat. Kayla activates her veteran and moves him his movement value forward. Because the veteran is not in range to attack, Kayla uses his second action to move him 1 additional space. This is called a sustained movement. She then does the same with the peasant. This concludes her turn. I now activate my runner, who has a movement value of 4, putting him in range to perform an attack with his javelins. As the attacking player, I secretly designate 1 section of the veteran to attack. I've chosen a 1, which represents the defending character's head. Kayla simultaneously chooses an area to defend. She's selected a 2, which is the defending character's torso. We now reveal our selections simultaneously to see that I have attacked the veteran's head, represented by her 1, and she has designated her torso, represented by the 2. Because she failed to defend the area I attacked, she now sustains damage to the veteran's head. To calculate damage, I add my runner's power of 1, his javelin's strength of 1, and the result of my d6, and I subtract her veteran's resilience, resulting in very little damage being dealt. I also must remember that I spent 1 of my 5 javelins. Marking this on my character sheet, I then activate my athlete, performing a sustained movement with him. Now for Kayla's second turn, she activates her veteran and attacks my runner with a javelin. We reveal that I successfully defend, having chosen 4. She then activates her peasant and chooses to move and then attack. The peasant's sword allows for 2 attacks. She chooses a 1 and a 3. I now do a sustained attack against her peasant with my runner, which adds +1 to the damage result should I attack successfully. I should also mention that her peasant is equipped with a wooden buckler, which allows her to make 2 defense selections. I attacked her peasant's torso, while she defended both of her legs. I then move my thrower over to continue attacking her peasant, who uses the shield for an extra defense. My thrower uses his sword to make an additional attack as well. I chose to put both attacks on the same location. This is a risky move because a single successful defense dice will cancel out all attacks in that location. So in this situation, Kayla's defense of her head successfully blocks both attacks, resulting in no damage being dealt. When any one section of a gladiator's body is reduced to 0 health, they are removed from play and considered out of action. A game ends when any one victory condition of the scenario being played is met. In this game, I met our victory condition by taking all of Kayla's gladiators out of action. This was a simple skirmish game, but if we chose to, we have the opportunity to continue play in a campaign. For that, we must first determine the fate of our fallen gladiators. Kayla took out my runner, and I took both of her gladiators out of action. We roll a d6 for each gladiator that fell and add their charisma score to the result. On a total result of 4 or higher, the crowd is merciful and they are spared. However, if the total result is 3 or lower, the warrior is executed for the people's amusement. As campaigns progress, it is possible for characters to reach negative charisma levels, which seriously limits their chances of being spared by the crowd. The executed gladiator is removed from the campaign, but all of his equipment is returned to the controlling player. A gladiator who is spared by the crowd immediately makes a full recovery. However, he does have his charisma reduced by 1 permanently, as he's less likely to be spared in future matches. Gladiators gain gold and experience based on their performance, and, if applicable, may even level up, learning new skills and unlocking new tiers of weapons and armor. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our demonstration of Legends of the Colosseum.